Let's talk about your experience of late, because we haven't really seen you since you were you were cancelled by, was it Holloway College or somewhere like that?
Royal Holloway, yeah.
Yeah, because of a retweet of a Ricky Gervais joke.
Yeah,
amazing.
I think this is a kind of story of our time, in as much as actually it's not that glamorous, really. I was invited by the Debating Society to, would you believe it, talk about the importance of debate. and I agreed, and the Debating Society just wanted me to go in and talk about that. The student union investigated to see whether I was safe enough to be allowed near a student, and guess what? After months, I passed.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like so patronising, that the idea that they investigated I was some criminal.
Yeah, I know.
And then once they announced that I was speaking, some societies, guess what? Probably spirit level, whatever that, 2SL. Anyway, the LGBTQI plus societies objected, and they found evidence that I would be a threat to all students at Royal Holloway because I retweeted a Ricky Gervais joke. And instead of...
Which happened to be about trans women, funnily enough.
Which happened to be about trans women. Now, I wasn't intending to talk in the importance of debate. It wasn't as though I was talking about the trans issue particularly, other than that we should have free speech on any issue. But they managed to turn this into a major campaign, not against me, but against the debating societies. Yeah. There you got these, you know, these very well-meaning young students who thought it would be interesting to have outside speakers, me in that instance, to hear different perspectives, because not all students are snowflakes. Some of them might want to hear the odd challenging view. And they were then bullied and strong-armed into basically cancelling the talk a week before, even though it had been booked like 6 months earlier. So, you know, and I think I would never have thought that, Mike, just to say, you know, this has happened to me before in the background. I've never made a fuss. But when then some of the students came and said they wanted to fight it, and then we wrote to the university principal, and they got back with the most, you know, dismissive reply, you know, oh, we've investigated this. Student union didn't stop Baroness Fox from speaking. Nothing to see here, go away.
Right.
I was so outraged. So basically, I kind of went, as it were, went to the press. But I think it's not about me getting cancelled. It's about realising that behind the scenes at universities, there's this completely febrile atmosphere where if you invite anybody that is not approved of, either by the official student union or the university authorities, anyone slightly contentious, that there's a lot of, you know, harassment that goes on of the students who've done the inviting. And that's a kind of silent cancel culture.
Yes, and it's worse for them because they have to go there every day, don't they?
Exactly. And they were told, you know, your reputation will be ruined if you have this woman on campus, i.e. me, because she will cause all this fuss and all these students will be under threat. Now, I have never physically, and by the way, I've never physically been a threat to any student, but I also do not have any problem with students who are trans. Let them get on with it, right? I object to trans ideology, which I wasn't even going to talk about, and I object to the way that trans ideology, embraced by not just trans people, but some trans people and a lot of right-on people who've decided this is the new religion that they're going to go by. I object to the way that's being imposed on everybody else.
Well, that's the thing. And as I say, and the main point of everything that they say is, why are you so bothered by this? You know, why are you so offended by it? It's like, well, I'm not offended by it, but what I would like to do is disagree with you, and that's not the same thing.
And why didn't they come to my talk?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, if you think, God, that awful, you know, woman Claire Fox is coming, you know, that unelected peer, we're going to go and have a go. That's what you expect from students. I didn't expect to be talking to a group of students there where they all nodded along. Every time I do a talk, I mean, I'm talking in Manchester this evening, they're not all going to agree with me. I'm expecting to be challenged, to be argued with. Some people, guess what, do not think I am talking common sense, would want to have a row with me about positions that I've got on a range of issues. That's debate, that's democracy. And for young students to effectively be told that they can't do that, and for the university not to be so indifferent that they didn't care that this had happened, I think is a really letting down new generations who are never going to be able to cope with any of the big challenges in society that we face if they're basically told that they have to be protected from uncomfortable ideas.
Yes, it is absolutely extraordinary.